What's up, y'all? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Like I said in the last video, if you've been following along, you probably know where we're going in this video, but if you're new here, to fill you in, we're doing a restore on the underside of the Evo IX. I'm calling it a restore because I'm assuming I'm doing everything that you need to do a restore. I don't know. I've never done one before, but we're doing all we can underneath the car to make it look new and fresh. So that's what I'm calling it. In the last video, I'll link it up top so you can check it out if you want to, but we got off the rear hub assemblies and all that stuff. So in this video, we're working on the axles and actually getting off those rear suspension arms and hopefully getting out the diff today. I don't want to rush myself, but I do want to get that off the car because we need to get it sent off. So I hope to get to that today. So yeah, no more talking. Let's get into the car and get busy. Alright, so this is where we were last time. If you saw that video, you probably noticed it's a little more clean around here. It got a little bit out of hand last time, but let's get these arms off of here. Gotta get that axle down from the zip ties, just kind of hanging there. We'll get that brake line off, it's kind of hanging there too. We'll probably start with this arm right here because it's kind of hanging down the farthest and kind of in the way. So last time, after I finished filming, I went ahead and sprayed all the nuts and bolts with liquid rinse. So they've been soaking for a little bit, so hopefully they shouldn't be that hard to get off. They're probably gonna be, but we tried. They've been soaking for a little bit, so hopefully it shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, let's get into this. I said no more talking, and here I am flapping my gums. We're gonna work on getting this bolt off. It looks pretty rusty, but maybe it won't be so bad. Okay, so obviously gonna need the air gun. And out that comes. Let's move to the next thing. Sorry if I'm blocking the view. Yo! What? I already ripped my glove. All right. Get that out. Ew! All right. Yuck. Corrosion, grossness. You nasty. Okay. Now let's work on getting this top one off. Let me get this cut off here real quick. 14 millimeter. 14 millimeter up there, so here we go. Alright, this might be difficult here. No space for the friggin' guns. So we're gonna try to do the old breaky bar technique. Oh yeah. Check that out. I'm gonna go ahead and say that my genius plan of liquid wrench a couple days beforehand helped out a lot. Alright, that should be good enough now to get my socketry in there. Where is my 14 millimeter? And everybody says 10s are the ones that run away. Haha! Alrighty, here we go. Man, this is... It gets harder the more you get it out. There we go. That's why. Look at that corrosion. Blech. See, there's lots of like little surface rust spots here that I'm not a big fan of, honestly. So that's why we're doing all this. hopefully to take care of all that and make the car last as long as possible. Now, this arm. You know what? Let's get the axle out. It's right here in the way, so let's just do that. Real quick though, I do want to point out on those first two arms we took off, those are your adjustment arms and stuff, so you need to mark where your bolt was. Mine were already marked, and it didn't matter anyway because I'm going to be redoing it all from scratch anyway, so I will have to adjust them. But if you're not taking off everything, you might want to mark on your bolt and on your subframe so you know where to put your adjustment at when you go back to put it back on. So yeah. But first, before I do the axle, I think I'm going to go ahead and drain the differential. Might be wise, and so I'll go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll get the axle out. Alright, so as it would turn out, not long ago, I was working on something and I went to the store and bought some sockets, and I bought a 24mm, and that was the one I didn't need, so I took it back, being a moron, and now I need it for the drain plug on the diff. So, gotta run to the store real quick, get that socket, come back, drain the diff, and then we can move forward. Alright, we're back. Let's do this. Alright, so it's pretty tight under here, so I doubt you're going to be able to see anything with the camera as I'm doing this. So if you're curious, the axle just pops right in. There's a little clip in there, or a little ring in there. So I'm going to put a pry bar behind the axle here, and then we're going to apply some pressure and pop that out. And once that happens, the axle should slide right out. So that's what we're doing. If you're curious, you can't see, that's what's going on. Alright, we got that axle out. That was pretty simple, honestly. This is soaking in some PB Blast right now, so we're going to wait for that just a minute. While we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and jump to the other side and take off all the suspension arms over there and get to this point on that side. So, let's do that. Man, look at that shit. Look at that. Can you see that layer of... This side is complete. There's no more arms to take off. We got everything off that we needed to. The differential is drained. The other side, I'm having an issue. I'll show you in a second. But I think we're ready to drop the diff. I gotta get some bolts off. There's 5 bolts holding it on. One of them, I'm gonna have to use a wrench, and I don't know what kind of leverage I'm gonna have or can get. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we are there. So let's try to get it out. But first, let me explain to you what's going on with the other side and why I can't get off the last arm. Alright, so we got the filler neck for the gas. I took off the shield and all that for it, but I haven't gotten it off yet. So, because there's a bolt that goes right, hang on, let me get the light out of the way so you can see. There's a bolt that goes right there, and I cannot get to that because the filler goes right behind it. So I am going to have to take the filler and stuff off, which we're going to be doing that anyway, but I think I'm going to have to leave this one on there for right now. I've already got the other bolts and stuff off of it, but I just cannot get to that bolt until I'm able to get this filler out of here. We're going to try this one more time, and then we'll work on the diff. Alright, so, sorry for kind of crooked, but I'm laying down on the ground. The issue that we're having is the bolts, the 3 bolts that I need to get to are up inside of there. And I can get to them, but I cannot get the leverage that I need to get them out. And my pry bar, or not my pry bar, but my, what do I need? I'm going to call it a cheater bar. I don't know what it's called right now. I can't think of it. But it's too long, so I can't, it hits the ground when I try to put it on the wrench, or it hits the ground when I try to put it up in there. So it's too long, can't get up in there, get any leverage. So I'm guessing that since I need to take out all of this anyway, I'm thinking about dropping this whole thing at once. Unbolting the differential from the driveline and then unbolting the subframe here and just dropping all of that at the same time. And then I can get to the bolts from the top and do all that stuff that I need to do, probably a lot easier. So that's the plan right now. If you're curious about what's happening now, I'm unbolting the diff, or the driveline from the diff, and that is what we're trying to accomplish right now. God dang. Alright, I need more PB blast. Okay, I guess we're letting that sit for a minute. Alright, while the other shit is soaking in PB Blast, we went ahead and got this end link out from the last video that we couldn't get out from right here. So this is what I meant in that video. There's like an Allen key in this bolt right here, and you can hold it with the Allen key and then take the wrench and then loosen up the nut. And it just was not, it was free spinning, and the nut was just locked on there. I ended up stripping this thing out just a minute ago. Had to get some vices and like squeeze it from the other side and then get the nut off. There was just so much corrosion and rust on this thing, I guess, that it just did not want to move. So that's done. Finally got that out. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we're just waiting on these guys to soak up and release themselves. I said there were 5 bolts earlier. There are 4 that bolt the driveline to the differential. Just FYI. Okay, the driveline is unhooked now. Now, I can't seem to get the air gun to do anything, so we're gonna try it with the old breaker bar. See what we can do. All right, I'm gonna try these real quick as well while I'm here. God. Oh, ladies and gents, I think we're almost ready to drop her down. Let me get the jack set up right and all that good stuff, so I know it's gonna fall on that and not me. And we should be good here. Aha! Did I get it? Okay. So, now we're gonna get this out from under here. And then now we go just a little bit down. Just like that. That's pretty exciting right there. Okay, well, that's out. Alrighty, looky there, looky there. We got her all the way out. I think that was the best move. I already soaked these bolts after I got it down with PB Blast, so those shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and let it soak for like a day and then try to get it off of there. But man, really glad to get this differential out today. And yeah, one step closer to getting it sent off and being rebuilt and getting all this back together here soon. Well, as soon as possible anyway. But actually, let's check it out and see what it looks like up under there. Hopefully, it looks pretty good. You know what? It actually doesn't look all that bad under here. I'm actually really surprised. This spot right here is kind of meh, but that can easily be sanded off, I believe. This is pretty surprising actually, but I don't like this part right here. That kind of sucks. But hopefully we can sand that all down. That looks like it's just surface rust. There's nothing like eating through or anything like that. So hopefully we get that taken care of, and everything we're doing here will stop that in its tracks, and it will not spread anymore ever. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm amped. This is really cool. Next time we got to get the rest of the drive line off, and then we're going to drop the gas tank. And I hope that under the gas tank, or is it under or above the gas tank? Up there. Whenever we drop the gas tank down, I hope it looks like this, because that would be really, really rad. All right, that's gonna do it for this one. I am super excited with how far we got today and everything we got done. We got everything off I wanted to get off. We got the diff out. I'm just really excited about all that. I'm excited to get it out and sent off and get it back looking nice and fresh and new. But that is getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We have a lot of work to do still. We did have that one suspension arm that's still on the car, but I'm not worried about that because we'll get that off when we get the filler neck for the gas thing out. But that shouldn't be too bad once we get to that process. So yeah, thanks for watching. As always, I do appreciate it very much. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the process, the progress, all that stuff. I'll be glad to chat down there. And if you have any questions, drop those down there as well, and I will be glad to help as much as I can. Yeah, while you were down there dropping those comments, don't forget to do all the other YouTube things. You guys know how it goes here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.